here?
I gotta get up.
Lie down, Mel. Come on, you need to rest.
No, I gotta find Kath.
Just lie down. Nobody's going to hurt you.
No, you're gonna send me to that place. No, leave her alone. I'm not gonna do anything. I'm not going to that place. No, that's my business.
I'm gonna kill you bitches for this.
What's going on here?
Good afternoon, Mrs. Pringle.
Oh, could you sign in and wait over there till I'm finished, please?
Presume the governor told you about my return?
Yes, she did. And I'd be lying if I said I was pleased about it. Now, could you open your bag and stand away from the counter, please?
Why the sudden interest in security? Or did the governor put you up to it?
No, I'm just doing my job. Nothing more, nothing less. And I won't be intimidated. Now, if you think you can come back here and ride roughshod over me or anyone else, you've got another thing coming. I've tried to be friendly to you over the years while we've worked together, but I won't be made a fool of again.
I'm sure I'll survive, Mrs. Pringle. You just do your job to the best of your abilities, and I'll do mine. Oh, how's Mr. Pringle?
How dare they?
The governor said to go straight through when you arrived.
Sounds like she's got her hands full already. Seems nothing has changed.
They had no right to go snooping around my private life. They made a laughingstock out of me.
I happen to agree with you. Now, will you sit down and keep quiet for a minute? The fact that they were able to do this presents a bigger problem than you think. I can't have my staff being intimidated like this outside working hours. Apart from anything else, it's a security problem.
So what are you going to do about
But
it?
the fact is, it has happened, and your behaviour isn't helping one little bit. You're doing exactly what they'd hoped for.
Mullins must have gone snooping around after me, taping everything I said. That lot were laughing about it. When they're all on charges, they won't think it's so funny.
There's no law against having a cassette tape.
You're not going to let them get away with it.
Well, if you're not prepared to give me the tape, there's not much I can do about it, is
How
there?
would you feel it was you that was
Of course
taped?
I wouldn't like it, but that is no excuse for your behaviour today. The women have got something on you. Now, if you
Afternoon, believe you want to
wait
see me?
outside, please, until I call you in.
Certainly, Governor.
I want you to replace the tape recorder by tomorrow morning.
I won't.
I won't have my officers damaging prisoners' property in fits of anger.
If that's all, Governor, I better get back to work.
Not until you've had a break and calmed down. I want your word that there'll be no reprisals against the women. Do I have it?
Yes, Governor.
I have dared to love you wildly, passionately, devotedly.
God, he's a jerk. We got him hook, line, and sinker.
I was lucky Reno came along when she did, otherwise he'd still be back.
Oh, I suppose we'll cop it next.
It was worth it.
I reckon. Probably doesn't know what she missed out on.
Yeah, and all lurch. Teach her to go swanning around in the new cell block, eh?
Who's going to tell Brumby about a tape deck?
If he doesn't get her a new one, we'll go to Reno. Screws can't go around smashing up our stuff.
Tape days for prisoners. Someone nicked the key out of me cell.
Oh, you sure you didn't lose it? I mean, you've been flashing it around so much lately.
You pizza! Damn it, it was you!
Lurch and me just borrowed it.
Oh, you're a bloody thief! So you gonna let her start getting away with stuff like this, eh? Just 'cause she's top dog?
You can get it back when we've made it profit.
As bad as the bloody screws changing around when it suits ya!
It looks like the rest of the girls don't agree with you.
I just saw a ghost. I was out having a smoke near the garbage bins. The bloody freak walks in, all dressed up in a uniform. Yeah, what sort of smoke were you having? No, I'm telling you, it was her.
Come in. Why do you want this job back?
Oh, I just happened to be talking to the minister, and he seemed to
You
think it was
made
a
it
good
perfectly
idea.
clear what you thought of the job, and me, for that matter, when you resigned. It's a rather sudden change of heart.
I believe I have a lot to offer the job.
Then I wish you'd offer it to some other prison. You didn't have the guts to approach me about coming back. You had to go sneaking off to the minister to get reinstated.
Really must object to your
I've worked
attitude.
with you for too long, Joan. It's obvious I don't want you back. But since you have some mysterious influence over Dwyer, I don't have much choice but to put up with you.
Well, thank you for your welcome.
And I've had enough of your sarcasm. I'm warning you, the first time you step out of line, you'll be on report, and I'll take it as far as I have to get you sacked.
Yes, Governor. Did the Minister by any chance mention anything about transfers for prisoners?
Yes, and I'll be fighting every one of them. I am the governor of this prison, and I decide who will get transferred. You can report to the duty officer to find out where you're rostered. That'll be all.
And we've got our own TV, so we don't have to argue about what we watch. And there's a shower and a dunny, so there's no queues and no cold water. And we've even got our own kitchen.
Still a bloody prison. They make it look like you're living it up, but try and take a walk past the fence and you'll get a bullet in the head.
Jenkins, you know...
Oh, yeah, g'day, Dimmick.
Now, you both know the conditions of staying in here. You've got to look after the new dorm, and there's to be no communication with Tucker.
Oh, sure, Mrs. P. I reckon it's real grouse.
Oh, yes, Mervyn and I wouldn't mind a place like this.
Well, you only have to take a bank loan out without asking, and it's all yours.
A bank loan without us? No, I think we'd rather stay where we are.
Oh, look at this, Mrs. P.
Oh, be careful. Now, I'll be back to check you out in a little while. You look after her?
Yeah, no worries. Now, look, you put that vase down and I'll show you around. Right? In you go.
I suppose you think it's funny, too.
What in particular?
Don't pretend you haven't heard. I must be the laughing stock of the prison by now.
Thought you already were.
Very funny. What are you doing back here anyway? I thought you'd gone for good.
I came back to change your nappies, Adams.
Couldn't find a job more like it.
Don't push your luck. I was working in prisons before you made your first mistake.
Yeah? Well, nobody wants you here. Can't you take a hint?
Adams, there are two ways that you and I can work together. We can cooperate, or I can make your life hell. Now, if you're happy to let the women make a fool of you, then you carry on as you are.
They won't get away with it.
It's not the way it sounded when I heard you talking to the governor.
She'll let them get away with anything.
Exactly. The prisoners have got to learn respect for their superiors. If the governor won't support us, then the officers have to enforce it.
What have you got in mind?
I'll give it some thought. Right now, I just want to see the women. A few things to talk about.
Things were just getting peaceful with Maxwell out of the way and her gone.
Maybe the freak's got a twin sister.
Well, she came out of the pod like in that film.
Good afternoon, ladies.
It was until now.
Still as friendly as ever, eh, Connors? I thought you'd be glad to see me back.
Pigs.
What about you, Simpson? Did you miss me? McPherson? What about you, Marsh? Now, you'd have been too stoned to notice I'd gone. Oh, I'm disappointed.
What are you doing here?
You women need discipline. The department thinks I'm the one to do it. So they asked me back. I'm going to make sure they're not disappointed.
Not so fast, Ferguson. We're not going to let you stand all over us again. Things have been going just fine without you, and if you want war, that's what we're going to do.
I look forward to it.
You told her, Reed.
Yeah, we can't let her take over again. She's a powerful bitch. We got Adams, we can get her too. Meantime, we just got to stick together, right?
Right.
Oh, God, here comes more trouble.
Could I have your attention, please, ladies? I've heard about the practical joke you played on Officer Adams this afternoon.
Doesn't give him the right to go smashing stuff.
No, it doesn't, and I've told him so, but I'm also telling you that having private possessions is a privilege, not a right. The reforms I've been bringing in are on a trial basis. If there are any more incidents like this, the phone will be the first to go, followed by the reform flat. Do I make myself quite clear?
Yes, Mrs. Reynolds.
God, we're copping it from all sides this afternoon.
Are you all right?
Yeah. I just think I must have laughed too much with Roddy boy. I think I'll go lie down for a tick.
Now, you take it away.
Wendy Daniels with News Update. Prison authorities today released details of the dramatic escape attempt by 2 inmates of Wentworth Detention Centre.
Sounds
the
like
2
you're
female
famous.
prisoners attempted to escape in a laundry truck, but only one, Kath Maxwell, managed to get out. The other prisoner, Merle Jones, attacked prison staff and officers, and she has been transferred to Ingleside Psychiatric Hospital to receive
I
treatment.
can't. She'll never survive in that place. We've got to get her
It's a
out.
trap. They're just trying to flush you out.
You can't know that.
I have been outsmarting cops for years. I know how they think.
Couldn't we just ring and find out if she's there?
I'll be waiting just to trace your call.